Alright, says we're live. I'm gonna check. My internet's been so shady over here the last few days, guys. It probably cut out on me already. Let's see. Let's see. A few things I want to talk about today. What we got here? What we got here? Alright. So we got it. We're on here. Probably won't be on too long because my internet is crazy. Is that Case? Hey, brother. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? I hope everybody's doing good. Billy Scott, what is up, brother? I hope you're doing good. If you guys have MPCs or anything like that, most likely you do. I have not put the stems on mine. I don't use the software, and even if it was in standalone, I use Serato if I was to get into stems. Somebody asked me about that, and I really dig it. I love getting into and separating the drums and all, but I like to play out my parts. I like to be able to hum out my bass line. I like to hum out my strings, or if I hear something, it's hard for me to dial in a sample that gives me exactly that flavor, but now to jump off of a sample to get ideas, it works both ways for me. But my point is, on the MPC keys, whenever you load up like Fabric Pro and stuff, like all the plugins are really cool, but they don't. I had an old Yamaha board as my thing, okay, and it had really the sounds were really powerful in there. I think it was the Midi. It wasn't the one with the wheel. And I've been looking at a lot of Yamaha keyboards because no matter what, in my studio I have to use a keyboard to power everything. So I was sampling some of these sounds from the MPC, like this piano right here. 9 out of 10, I go straight to this piano out of the whole fabric, and I love the sound of it. And that's the one that I use. But whenever I sample it into my SP1200 and I slow it down, I can hear a lot of stuff that you can't hear in that. It gives me a whole bunch of little bitty. It sounds a little artifacty. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I want to say is, I always invest in music, right? I sacrifice for the things that I get and the things that I use, and it's always just to put it up a step higher. Is it gonna make me make better music? No, but it's gonna sound good. If it's bad music, it's gonna sound good bad. But this is just half the struggle for me right now. And my Studio Logic Sledge, it's a real nice keyboard here. This black one, it freaking died on me, so I'm having troubles with that. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I'm having troubles with a lot of stuff in here, and I'm trying to get everything wired up to where it's all running through a mixer and sounding good. But I was on the hunt for a really nice synthesizer. This way I can play out my parts. I'll still use the MPC to be the brains of everything, of course. I know how to use my MPC, so I just hook it up MIDI to a keyboard and have it, name it Jeff, and be like, hey, Jeff, you play whenever I tell you to play. But I was really looking into these Yamaha Montage keyboards because I've heard nothing but good things. And like I say, I'm not scared to invest into quality stuff. The MPC keys, super nice for the sampling and the workflow, making key groups. There's a ton of cool tools in here that I use. That Sledge I used to make sounds on. If you were on the channel about maybe a year ago, I made a sample pack with the Sledge, and I only gave out so many of them. And then I did the Model D and the Neutron and my elements. Now the point is, I have a bunch of modular gear, okay? I love Eurorack stuff. This shit's gonna fall. But back there's a bunch of Eurorack stuff, right? Yeah. If you saw it, you saw it. I saw it. You got that Eurorack stuff back there, and it'll put any keyboard, I don't care what, to shame, right? Even that the Moog Matriarch that I have back there, super subsonic, powerful machines, right? blow your mind sounds. But when you start them, when you turn them on, they just make an initial patch sound. They just go eh, eh. That's the noise it makes. They go eh. And any noise that you make out of them, the beautiful thing about the MPC is that you can sample those sounds and then save them in there. Before, there's no SD card or anything like that. And it's easy to make a bad sound. It's hard to make a good sound on there. All the sounds that you make on there, they got to be perfectly pitched and everything. It's a real pain. It's overwhelming. It can be super discouraging. Modular gear. You gotta have a tuner. You gotta tune it. It's like playing a guitar. It's a real instrument. It's alive. It's crazy. But it's really, really important to have presets that you can go off of too. And that's why I was looking at this Yamaha Montage M6. They have the M7 and the M8. The M8 has poly aftertouch or whatever. That don't bother me. I'm looking for quality sounds that I can put into my SP1200. I have an SP1200 that I'm putting crap sounds into, and it's just amplifying the crappy sound. So what I'm trying to do is get a better synthesizer in here, and that's exactly what I did. I pulled the trigger on that. I was going to get on here and ask you guys how you thought about that, the Yamaha, but I believe in Yamaha. Every single product that I had growing up was a Yamaha product, and I've heard that this keyboard is like the Yamaha R1 of keyboards, that it's their flagship keyboard, okay? So I like nice shit, so that's why I went out and purchased one. It is right over here. I have not unboxed it yet. It's super, super dope. But again, I'm curious to see what kind of presets. Now, I have looked and done a bunch of research on, the scenes on there, which follow right along with the Yamaha RS7000. It worked off of scenes, so when I saw scenes, it matched up. I'm just going to snapshot a scene 8 times and make a 64 bar loop. Apparently, you can add, instead of 8 plugins to one sound, you can add 128 or some crap like that. But it's going to be really, really cool, and I want to share that on this channel. So if you're interested in learning about like how to hook up your MPC to an external keyboard to control it, to switch sounds and do all that stuff, like if I had another keyboard, I would just say track 1, MIDI out 1, I want MIDI out A, I want that to play. MIDI out B, I want that Sledge to play. MIDI out C, I want this to play. And that way you have not plugins. That's just, I don't use a computer. So if you don't use a computer, and there's nothing wrong with using a computer and having plugins. But if you're trying to do it without, the MIDI thing is really, really dope. And like I say, I've got really, really good drums. I've invested in my drums. I've invested in my mixers, which aren't the best mixers in the world. The Soundcraft board's really cool. It does some stuff. It sounds good, okay? In the Allen and Heath, there's no like super huge deal on the mixer. They get the signal independent. And what's cool about the keyboard is it's got the USB 32 out, which I'm not going to use. It's just going to be able to make a sample. That is the Akai, of course. And I'm just going to make a sample. This way I can resample it, add drums to it into the SP1200. And it comes out, if you've seen any of the videos where I just make a loop and play it, and it comes out fire every single time. And I just want it to come out better, like sonically. I want it to sound better. So, and I also wanted to get on here and just see how everybody was doing. See if you guys are enjoying the stems or whatever. I have a lot of people ask me if they can do a one-on-one on the MPC. I'm super busy, but I'm usually okay in the evenings after 4 o'clock. If you really need something, you can get on Instagram or you can email me. Hit me up and we'll work something out, I don't charge. If I can't get you to make a song, dude, then you don't have to call me no more. It's the whole thing. I'm going to get you through the process of making a song, or you will understand your instrument a whole lot better than before. But I'm going to really dig into this Yamaha M6. Dude, I'm very, very excited. I wanted to open it on here with you guys, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's read some of these here real quick. Doesn't matter that you use these new MPCs, don't have that good sound. It's the sound that you put into the MPC. I can, like I said, I can sample, you know what I'm saying? If you can sample records in here and it's going to sound good, okay? But if you sample a modular rig into here, it's going to sound good. You sample another MPC into another MPC, like that, it's the audio that you put into it. It's going to play back exactly what you hear. It's not going to give it anything. It's just going to record the audio. So by having a better piano or better synthesizer going into the MPC as a sample, it's going to pick it up. It's not going to, your sound won't lose quality, but it won't gain any. It's just recording the audio. But I hope that answers your question. Does it matter to you that these new MPCs don't have that good sound? I'm going to answer that again. These new MPCs shouldn't have any sounds in them. They should come empty, because there's so many sounds in here that people don't even try to put their own sounds into them. I mean, it takes away from a lot of it, I think. Just me personally. I had the MPCX and could not get used to the sound. It does sound better than the 1000. A lot of people say it sounds flat. Since day one, I've had a lot of people say it sounds a little flat. But to get your idea out, and then if you're using external gear, which I have now, I don't have any 500C. All I got is a mixer, and I get it to sound pretty damn good if I put in the work. 9 out of 10, I'm on here and I make a song, and then I don't even mess with it. I just sit here, and it isn't, there's 2 tracks going out, but if we put in the work, track 1 going out 1, track 2 going out 2, into a mixer, yeah, it really does. And you pan it a little bit, if you put a little bit of time into it, yeah, I've made some really nice stuff with just the X, but yeah, it needs a little help. And the stems too, if you know how to use them, yeah, the filters are cool. If you can get away with using high pass, low pass filters and cleaning up that sound, it's still going to sound muddy, but I like to be able to hum out my parts and play them personally. I hope my audio is coming out okay. I did check earlier, but I don't know. I know we had a whole lot of stuff. We had an eclipse and all kinds of crazy stuff out here, and my internet ain't been right since, so it's crazy. Let's see what else we got. I've never heard of the Sledge. It was on Blade Runner. Anything that you heard on a movie called Blade Runner, you can look up. I don't even think I remember seeing the movie, but I know that this synth had a major role in Blade Runner, and it's got a very, very electric vibe to it. It's a strong synth. It's got 3 oscillators. It's a very, very powerful synth, but I didn't have it hooked up to a power supply, and bad weather in St. Louis was a bad thing for my Sledge. So it probably just needs a new ribbon cable. I am going to get it sent out. It's one of my only synths that I have down here. That's why I had to get another one, because the MPC sounds are cool, but my modular sound, sometimes I need something to go off of. If I hear a piano on a string and I want to learn how to make that, I can look up on the schematics and be like, okay, I can get pretty close to it. I know the modular is going to sound better, but it's a bitch to get to the sound. Let's see. Yeah, the Sledge is sick. I'm digging into the MPC Live 2, and your videos have been helpful. Brother, I appreciate that very much. The Live 2, the 1, the X, the keys, the Key 37, they're all the same. Even the Akai Force. As a matter of fact, they're going to incorporate the Akai Force workflow into the MPC. I've already seen it on a few little clips here and there. Getting song mode, you'll be able to work in Akai mode or a Force mode or MPC. It's kind of crazy. But it gives you more options, that's for sure. They're going to be doing a lot of upgrades to it, giving it more color and all kinds of stuff. But I don't see the stems being in standalone. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can use a computer for that. But I know the Denon DJ, the Prime 4 Plus, another flagship product. It's tits, dude. It's awesome. I love that Denon DJ. I sample all my records into it, and anytime I want to listen to them, they play back just the same way I recorded them. It's really, really nice to have that on deck like that. And it can play 4, if you do like 4 sequences at the same time. So 4 songs at the same time. It's pretty dope. But the stems don't work that great on that. And it's way more powerful than the MPC. And it don't work that great. It's just not going to work that great. Not yet. They're working on it though. Let's see. Kean Brown. Hey man. Appreciate you very much. Love your channel. Love your content. I try, dude. I just share as I go, honestly. I just try to share as I go. What's the coolest, craziest electronic device you've gotten sounds from? this modular rig back here, it's gonna look like shit. Hang on. That big old thing back there with that matriarch, that thing will shake the house. But it's a horrible sounding, bad sound if you get it sounding bad. You gotta have everything locked in. You gotta make sure. What's really cool is it's got a Modrex data thing on there, and you can see the waveforms. You don't even need to have it on. As long as you can draw a triangle that's rotating, you can see it rotating. I'll do it on a video. If you look up Mordax data with Polypopo, I did a video on it where you can draw like triangles and stuff and have them rotate. You can see the sound rotating. Or if you want the bass to come in at you or out at you, you can do X, Y, Z, whatever access, and you can change it and you can see it. And once it's a solid shape, you know you have a good sound. And it's super sick. Yeah, it's super cool. I do a lot of crazy stuff. Allie, sup, Paulie? Allie, is that Allie Star? Did you change your logo, bro? Either way, I hope that is you. I hope everything is going good. King Brown, dope. Yeah, I really just wanted to get on here and share what I thought and the reasons why I mean, like, why do you get so much music here? So I try to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to get the music out, and why do I make music? I like the sounds. Like whenever I play a video game, I hear the sounds. I'm like, man, what a crazy sound. I don't know. I like the frequency. I'm attracted to frequencies, and I like putting them together. And I think it's like a universal language, you know, that you don't have to know any other language. You can just hear the frequency and know what the person's feeling. And that way you don't have to say anything. If somebody hears it, they listen to it. I think it's a lot easier to play and have people listen than to communicate. Honestly, I think you can speak a million words with one song, or just like a photo. You know, everybody's going to take it a different way. And I think it's just magical, dude. That's why I like doing it, honest to God. Love it. But yes, on the next video, guys, I am going to open this. I'm going to open this bad boy right here. And I'm not going to do an unboxing or anything like that, but that is going to be my main sound source, and I want to share that with you guys. Just got back on, like I say, I went blind in one eye about 6 months ago, and I got a little discouraged. I had some songs ready to be mixed. I had everything ready to go, and I just had so much stuff going on, and then, you know, I don't really take care of myself that well, so I went blind in one eye, and it was like I couldn't see my keyboard. It's very scary, and everything that I wanted to do, every failure, every success is like twice the impact on me now. It's just like twice as hard to do stuff, and twice as good of a reward when I do. So that's why I'm not giving up. I look at all of my like Ray Charles and all the dudes that played, and they didn't, you know, it's just a good thing to do, to grab a solid instrument and be able to play it in case if one day you can't see or something, you can still express yourself, man. That's just, I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. But yeah, Ali, I hope everything's good. Jill LH. Jilda. Is that it? Jilda? Looking forward to hearing your Yamaha. Thanks for your videos. Dude, from the tutorials, from the videos and demos that I've seen, I saw Jade Wee. Big shout out to Jade Wee. I saw her messing around with one, and she was having a blast, and it sounded great. And then I saw Lou Pop's video, where he kind of broke down. That's why I know about the scenes and stuff, because I was looking for the manual. Ain't no manual. You got to read the manual. And then I saw a bunch of demos. This one dude, he's like in all the videos, but when they hit the keys, I'm like, that gives you chills just listening to it off of an iPhone. So I'm going to plug that Yamaha into my Yamaha HS8 speakers, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I just love it. And like I say, it's just to reinvest in the sound. I'll never stop doing that. I'll get power supplies. Right now I'm using a 2-channel freaking audio interface. And I was looking at Black Lion. They have an 8-channel AD to DI whatever converter. So I'm kind of looking into that just so I can get a better signal. A few other things. that I really can't get into right now because I don't understand them, like the compressors and things like that. Right now, I just want to get a good, clean signal, even if it's into one channel. I'll do one track at a time if I have to. But I think that Black Lion audio interface is where I'm going to be going in the future to get all this stuff into the computer properly. But I have to talk with a few people on how to actually go about doing that because I don't know how to do it. I'm just trial and error. I'm fumbling and stumbling along the way. That's why I think this is good stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, well, Yamaha was my first board. It was a little bitty 49 key. My dad gave it to me, and I found it at the top of the stairs. It was on a desk, and I walked up to it and turned on a light, and it came on. It only had one light and 12 sounds on it, and I figured out how to play Beverly Hills Cop. I learned how to play Top Gun. Anything that I heard on the TV, I would walk up to that piano and try to play it. And I still got it on the other side. Dr. Indy, what's up? Long time no see, brother. Dude, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Slightly discouraging, whatever. Little health issues here and there, but I'm powering through it, man. And I know I got a lot of support on the way. I'm back in, and I think I'm just getting started. Yeah, a lot of people thought, well, Paul just dropped. No, just took a breath. I had to take a breath, man. I went 5 years hard, and I gotta take a little breath. What we got? But yeah, if you need any help, guys, you can email me or whatever. Or go to my Instagram and DM me or however that works. I'll try to help. I'll help some good people that I didn't even know who they were. And that's just good stuff. Bouncing ideas, if anything. Shout me for any help you need. I'll point you in the right. I might talk to you about patch bays and stuff like that. Because I don't get it. Ollie. I don't know about the compressors. I know you don't want to put them on your kicks and shit like that. I know basic. That's about it. That's about all I'm going to say I know about that. And then, like, they got so much stuff. I know I'm going to end up getting a list. I'm going to make a list with you guys on here. Make a big old list on here with you guys. Maybe you can help me build a studio. Good to hear. Health first. Same here. I still go to your videos for MPCX University Learning. Always, even if it's for a refresher course. I appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I put on there, the videos might be lengthy, but there's some value in there. It's like a song. You're going to find value. Somebody's going to find something different in every video, any song, anything. Just taking the time to go out and do it. I'm super excited to open up this freaking Montage, guys. Freaking Montage M6, still up there like that. I just got home from a super long day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I took off my work shirt and I put this one on. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that everything is cool here. And plan on being back. If you have any questions, leave them here because I'm gonna cut out. I would make a beat on here. You guys know what I'm going to play, though. You know what I'm going to make on here and how it's going to sound because the last 4 years or so, it's been the same sounds. And like I say, the MPC isn't a bad thing. It's the sounds inside. I don't think that they should really... I want to really encourage to put good sounds into it. And there are great sample packs out there and everything, but that's half the fun is being able to put your sounds into that other people don't have. I don't know, maybe I'll make a sample pack with... No, I don't even want to do that. I want to have the sounds for my own thing, And if I do it, I'm only going to do like I did with my Sledge. I only gave 100 away, and I took them down. I took the whole site down. I took everything down. Because people were giving away my shit, and I was spending good money on it and actually trying to do that. And I was like, no. I'm not even going to give strike 2 on that shit. It ain't going to be no strike 3 because it ain't no strike 2. So maybe if you call for help or something like that, and it works out and we kick it off and you made a song and everything is cool and you understand a little bit better, then I can show you how to receive some sample packs. Maybe I can send you one or something like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, guys, I'm gonna hit out of here. If you don't have any questions, yeah, patch bay. I have. I don't have a patch bay. I got the craziest setup right now, dude. If I showed you my setup, you'd be like, yeah, that's wrong. I mean, it's working. It works. I got my audio set up so weird, but it all goes through everything, through different groups, and it works for me right now. Yeah, I gotta get on this montage. I will, as soon as I unbox it and everything. I don't want to put you guys through that, and it's gonna be a tight down here. It's not gonna be a good video, but I'm gonna unbox it and then put it up down here somewhere, and then I can show you guys how to sequence it with the MPC, or I can show you just a montage. Really, I want to focus on, and I'm excited to press some buttons and to see what sounds, because the sound, when you hear it, when you hear a good quality sound, man, it's going to make you play different. It's going to make you move different. So that's what I'm looking for, and I'll let you guys know if I get it, if I get that movement out of this new keyboard. So again, I'm Polypopo. I hope everybody's doing great. If you leave them in the comments, the questions, I'll answer them. I'll send you a video link to a previous video if I have a video about it. But I don't know what else to say today, but thanks for watching, and I'm going to get busy. I just want to sample some good sounds into my SP1200. I figured out how to make a full song out of it. I copy it, the same workflow as the MPC. I copy it and I mute out my parts, and it sounds really, really good. It's just the sound has changed when I sample them, and I don't want to see what good sounds sound like, because I can't really make them on my modular. I'll be honest with you. I can make some cool spacey ambient stuff, but it's harder to make a string. You should be able to make a kick drum on any keyboard. You should be able to make a string on any keyboard. And until you know that, then you shouldn't buy another keyboard. It was told to me by somebody, and I'll never forget it. So I started learning how to make kicks on all of them, and I know that thing is a monster back there, but again, to have the presets is where it's at. Keep up the stellar work. Definitely see you around. Enjoy a montage. Have you ever played one or heard one other than YouTube? Because I'm in St. Louis, and we don't have that. We don't. You can't just go and listen to a Phantom or a Chronos or a Montage. I've heard of good things about the Phantom, but I heard the old one was the one you wanted to get. But I don't know. It seems complicated. It's actually easy. You can replicate exactly what you have now and change it up real easy. I got 2 bearing or patch bays. They're good. 96 cables. That sounds fun. Patch bays, huh? To look up some patch base stuff. I don't know anything about them, so I'll have to talk to somebody who knows about them. Right on, guys. I'm Polypopo. Man, I miss seeing you guys on here, and I miss being on here. Like I say, it's twice as hard for me to do stuff, so it's twice as hard for me to find time to do it, but I will make time to come down here and do this, because I'm going to be down here anyway. I just wanted to record just a little bit today. Right on. I'll see you on the next one.